Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. Using Alpha 13 in our town of Cougar's Hope, and we have some sad news to report this time. Lost our cougar a few episodes ago, and remember when our bear was over here playing with boom rats and got burnt? Well, all that time I was searching last time, I just kept skirting around him and not noticing that he was over here. And the burns infected and overtook him. So our bear is gone. So we'll wait and see what the next predator is going to be that the map throws at us. Meanwhile, we need to go pick this bear up and make bear burgers. Who can do that? Lots to do right now. I'm thinking that Klaus was on duty. Let's have Klaus immediately. No, let's not. We still have a mad animal going on. That's right, mad animal. I'll leave you guys pause for a second. Just freeze right there, okay? Thank you. We're probably luckier than we realize. There aren't a lot of animals on the maps. When a mad animal happens, it will be some random chance of being something that's already here. It could have been that bear, even. It could have been all those boomalopes that we just took out. So now that there's no boomalopes and there's no bear, we're down to a mad squirrel. So, oh, and he is already here. One way to deal with this is just to have Brand immediately come over and turn the turrets on. Well, actually, Michael, you're even closer. Let's do that instead. Michael, have you go do that. Brand, continue what you were. Brand is a good shot, and he's got his brand new survival rifle. Brand, go over here. Go right there. And let's just watch this guy come in. So Michael's going to get the turrets on. Brand is maybe going to get a shot. Nope, didn't even get a chance to. Okay, you're done. You are not forbidden. Brand, why don't you just go haul that in real quick. And where they're hauling it to is a problem. Lots of things weren't quite finished off last episode. And again, I'm going to leave it paused because we're rotting our meat. Not refrigerated, but what are we? Well, we're at 60 degrees. That is quite warm. We're 63 outside, so we're not quite in a winter yet. We are dropping down below freezing at night, but we're getting back into decent temperatures during the day, which I won't be where I live anymore. We're definitely out of winter, and you know, when this episode comes out, this is Tuesday, so probably Thursday, I think most of the country is going to start feeling a heat wave coming through, at least here in the United States. And it's going to be into the upper 90s for me by this weekend, which means my little studio here is going to be probably 100 degrees plus by this weekend. So if you don't see any episodes from like Saturday till Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll know why. It was just too hot to record. So I'm going to have to deal with this somehow. Either I'm going to be taking some long breaks this summer and not putting out episodes, or I'm going to have to relocate the studio. But they are in the opposite condition. They're heading toward the cold, and they've got to get some cold in here. We forgot to turn this guy on. So let's designate power to that one, and we need to exhaust this heat. In wintertime, I was just going to hold this door open. So hold open, and Klaus, you could do just that. No, I don't think I can tell you to do it. I have to force you to walk through it. That should hold it open. Alright, now release you, and that will stay open for the rest of the winter. This is going to... You guys are all hungry, aren't you? Nobody wants to flick the power on. Reserved by Nettie, who is right there. Okay, you're fine. Alright, we'll have cooling coming in. Cooling is going to be set to 30 degrees. That works. A couple degrees below freezing. And we'll start chilling this thing down. We are still 28 in here, so this is not going to go bad. And how quickly is this going to come up? 52, 50... I wanted to say 47. It's at a pretty good rate. Brand is consuming because there isn't a table near where the food is stored now. They only go so many squares before they'll just start eating it. So it's time to maybe relocate some things. And another issue that was coming up is we needed to get some good chairs over here. Need to get a good chair over here. Kind of need to do a chair shuffle right now. It's all the noise. Oh, we're building graves. Good. And there's no real danger out here anymore. So let's turn this silver back on. Where was that? Right there. And whoever's set to haul, let them haul. In fact, Michael, what are you set for right now? We do need to do some cleaning, but I'm thinking of have Michael haul through the night. There's nothing out there that will really scare or harm in the dark anymore. At least till the next predator shows up. Otherwise, you were trader from Grey Mouse Cambrere. Okay, you were mining, and then arting. We haven't done art for a while. We have art. That was to be stored where? That's interesting. We had set up a... Looking for art in here. Got chairs in here. Don't see any. We had set up a stockpile like this. It was... No, that is pretty well done. In fact, let's extend that while I'm thinking of it. Zone, stockpile, click, and drag to there. Okay. It was right here. Okay, it's right there. So art goes there. That's still within the sphere of what would have been the trading stockpile, but it would land there so we would know exactly where it was. Another poor quality survival rifle. Let's just toggle through that really quick. This won't tell me the quality. Well, it's normal. Okay, it will. Let's do that while I'm thinking of it. There's a good. There's a normal. So the question is if poor quality is better than a pistol. This is a normal pistol. Give her more range, which will keep her further away. She's not a great shot anyway, so probably doesn't matter as much. Yeah, we're doing the hauling thing, that's for sure. Good. Great time to just span out into the map and grab all the goodies that have been waiting out here. So let's have Nettie grab that rifle. I think that would be good. Need to get Bran back onto working the stone cutting, because we need to get these walls built over here real soon. But first of all, so Nettie, we need to do that. Bran, you are where now? You're already in bed. I'm going to wake you up, because I really need to know what it is they have to offer. So let's do that. Nettie is coming in with 41 boomalope leather. You went all the way to get boomalope leather. Ouch. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. This guy, bills. Boy, do I have to do that for every single bill? I do, don't I? Wow. Alright, I'm going to just ignore it. Hopefully the haulers will go grab the rest of that boomalope leather. I wish I'd seen what she was doing. I would have told her to hold off on that. Oh well, Bran is going to go talk to these guys. There we are. Who have to sell us 4 components for 14. We're doing actually pretty good in silver. So yeah, we will do that. Herbal medicines, we're sitting on 50. So no, we'll pass there. What else? Short bow, great bow, golden spear, uranium spear. None of those really. If they're buying spears, I bet you they are selling spears. I bet you they'll buy them. If we got the machining bench going, or not machining, whichever one it is that makes the swords and whatnot, spears. Maybe we'd have something to sell the locals versus the the traders from space. All right, so they have Labradors to trade, to sell. We have an alpaca and a warg. I don't think I'm going to deal with this just yet. If we find another colonist that is skilled up in handling, because our handler right now is our cook, and I believe our doctor, and half a dozen other things, our grower. So the handling's just not going to get done. So we're going to pass on that. There's really nothing else for us to sell, is there? Don't want to give up our medicine. Don't want to give up our animals. So we're going to buy this. I don't see the value in buying anything else from them. Now, I think we're done. And this time I actually did get it. Last time, I wanted to figure out how we make our own components or something. Or I wanted to see how many components the weapons took. And so I went over to check that and came back and then didn't say to do it again and ended up losing the components last time. But let's go ahead and do that. We will always be using components in this map. So we're going to pay them 58 for those 4 components, and we're going to say thank you very much. And we're done. Brand, go back to bed. But I need Brand. What do we got going on here? Still making armor vests and helmets. And I mispronounced, where is it? Kevlar. It does say Kevlar. I read that over and over again last episode, and I saw that L before the V. To my knowledge, I'm not dyslexic, but that one stumped me. I kept saying Kelvar, which just didn't sound right. But that's what I thought I was reading. Kevlar helmets. Better quality helmets. Take more materials, though. We do have... Oh, well, that was quite a lag in the game. Something pop in? No, unless the research project did. We do have a lot of steel sitting there. Just got to get it brought in. So there is that. And Kathy left me some notes, something that we need to possibly think about. That the bugs, if they do infest into here, an infestation, if you were to chill them, it would kill them eventually, just like if you were to burn them out. Increase the heat or decrease the temperature. We could seal this back up again, put a refrigerator right in here, a cooler, and have the ability to quickly chill this area down if we needed to. Or mine this out to the end and then put a chiller right there, and same thing over here. That way we could still kind of use this stuff. So if one does pop into here, we could just pin the doors open and let the cold come on in. Something to think about. This area here was brought up long ago was a potential for an infestation. I don't know if it is or not. It's an enclosed space. If that's what qualifies it, then it is. But as far as actually mining out of the mountain, if you recall, this was a natural divot right through here. But I thought, we can get a new room just by throwing a wall across the end. So all we've actually mined out is right about there. So if it actually needs mined out space in order to qualify, it could happen down here. But this whole space wasn't that originally. So if that is what triggers it, then it's actually only a small part of this that will. This, we did a little mining over here. Actually, we did quite a bit. This whole section right here was stone. So that's half and half. This is going to be the biggie right here for us. Eventually we'll do some exploratory mining in some of these other ones, but there isn't a lot of mountain out here. We got the only real mountain, or the biggest hill of the map. So these guys, this guy right here, the Muffalo, is going to have stored most of what they have for sale. Otherwise they brought the retrievers they wanted to sell us, and all the other goodies are here. Kind of neat how they created this for the game. I like this mechanic. Kind of a roaming trader group. There's a lot of rain. It's been raining the entire time. But I'm noticing the sound is fading right now. I think it's starting to go away. I don't know if you guys can see it, still see it or not. It's getting quieter. Eric, you are mining compact machinery. Oh, good. Let's bring these in. I won't queue up any other mining just yet then. Let's get all the compact machinery that we have queued up. Eric, your mining skills are what? You're at a 4. Be great if Michael came out. The stones, when you mine stones, like if we mined this whole section here, we might have gotten 5 stones out of it. It's almost like it's a roll of the dice whether you're going to get stone or just get rubble. Get an actual block that you can make something out of. So I don't know if the better the mining skill, the more blocks you get, or just how that works. So what I don't know, is I don't have any experience yet, is will we definitely get jade out of this, or is there a chance we're going to get jade out of this if the mining skill is enough? I'm assuming we're going to get jade out of it, much like we will always get iron out of this. I'm pretty sure that's the mechanic. But nonetheless, it might be kind of nice to have Michael come out and actually mine that section. So I'm not going to queue it up yet because Michael's probably just gone to bed. If not, he will be soon. Michael is hauling. He spent all this time hauling. That's right, we got to empty this before we're ever going to get out into the map, huh? Where'd the rest of that hide go that Nettie went in and hauled? She was kind of down here. She may have gotten it all. Nope, there's still some right there. 28 boomalope leather left. Let's have someone else just go and do that. Klaus, you're a great hauler. I think you got a decent walk speed too. Why don't you come get this one? That way Nettie will just, next time she gets done with the parka, she'll just head to the stockpile where she should go. And that way we can keep Nettie just making parkas and get all of us set up and ready. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of parkas on us now. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty well outfitted now for winter. Ronnie's still wearing a duster. Alright, so time to go through some notes here. Hit all the obvious things. Oh, chairs. That's another thing on the list. Need to get chairs going. And I need to get this torn down. Rabbit is still going to be cooking out of here. And I'm trying to get the cooking moved. Is that naive? Let me think about that. Doesn't really matter which right now. Both are viable. Whatever he's willing to do, let's just let him do it. Okay, we'll leave this guy for now. Though it is time probably to get rid of the butcher table. We hauled in the bear. What looks like bear meat? That's alpha beaver. Kind of glance through here. It would have gone here, but then they would have hauled it. So it did go here. Boar. Buffalo. I can't zoom in and get any. Grizzly. So we did get the bear butchered. The squirrel's been butchered. So all the butchering's done. So they're still using the butcher table. Though they are making a mess indoors now. So it's time to get that butcher table moved. It's time to get the alpaca a home. And it's time to get the walls going on over here. So we've got those to try to pull off. Let's get the guns turned off. Power was a problem. It still is on non-windy days. Because of that, and leaving turrets on once in a while, we have drained quite a bit over here. It was brought up that there is a battery here that needs to be charged. Let's turn it on and get the charging going. But unfortunately, what's going to happen is we're going to just be draining these down to maintain the system on days when it's cloudy and we don't have much wind. So while this will go up, all of these will go down. So what I want to do is get this bank charged. Turn it off, turn this on, then we'll start charging this one. So that tells me we simply do not have enough power on non-windy days to ever get this filled again. We might want to think about, in fact we could right here, there is room. 2 more solar panels. We're nowhere near geothermal yet, right? We do need a research. Struck compact machinery is probably down here. Yeah, he went a little deeper and found more. Let's pause and cue that up while I am thinking of it so that he doesn't hit that and walk away. Okay. Research project to get geothermal is down in here, which I just noticed a couple days ago, right after recording the last episode. Component assembly is a thing. We will eventually be able to make our own components. We're going to have to get the better workbench going, I believe, before we get access to some of these. And there may be 1 or 2, like the multi-analyzer, a couple other things we got to get going to open up some more of this too. So we got to see how that works. There's lots of ifs and maybes and unknowns right now. I would like to get this cleaned up, and then we'll pop another workbench right in there. What is that noise? Ah, Brand is still... What's he building right now? I did notice a while ago a military vest, military helmet. Awful. I don't see the helmets. I would imagine as soon as it hits, someone's going to come pick it up. Oh, there it is right there. That's a Kevlar helmet. Okay. So that one needs to be sold off. They won't wear a 34%. That'll just make them unhappy. Lots of things we need to sell off. Is there a reason why we have not gotten a trader in a long time? Common Console does have power. This guy does have power. And in case I haven't ever brought this up before, we're not limited to just this one orbital trade beacon. another tactic to use when we finally do start getting a bit of a kill zone set up is to pop another one in. And as people die in this area from the turrets taking them out and the traps and whatnot, it could just pick up right from the range of this right in here without having to haul it to this stockpile. We don't have to build a stockpile there. It's just going to make everything within that sphere over here also eligible when the traders come. So we could drop another one in over wherever this wall is going to end up as kind of our kill zone. So your kill zones, you don't have to haul everything in to this stockpile in order to make it tradable. The orbital trade beacon, there he is, does have a hit point value, but I don't think that degrades. I don't believe that degrades in the weather. It didn't before. I have not tested it this alpha, so it's possible there's been a change. If so, just build a little 2x2 roof over the top and call it done. But the items sitting out here will still degrade, so we still need to haul them in. So they will eventually. But if a trader comes over while it's still hanging out there, it would be able to be traded. That's what I'm getting at. There was another point to make with that. This would probably be a prime target for enemies to come and bang and set fire and get rid of. Any of your personal properties will be. They love solar panels and crops and air conditioners, anything of value they want to just break. So it's possible you will be building orbital trade beacons once in a while to replace them. But out of all of that, what to get started on? Let's tear down this guy. This is a normal chair. Let's reinstall it. I was going to say over here, but I need to get Bran working here again. So reinstall. That is strange how these chairs are turning. I thought for sure I set that one correctly too. Yeah, maybe I didn't. Anyway, we're going to set this one correctly this time. And we'll pop that into there. This guy, shoddy, we can uninstall that one. This guy, good. We'll put him in over here. Install E right there. And we have another out here. This one, normal. We will install him right there. This table, let's reinstall it closer to the food. We really could use a bigger table soon. Is now the time to do that. We have a little bit of wood here. There probably is no reason to not have two smaller tables. Tell you what, let's do that until we have an abundance of wood again. That actually is a bit of a problem. Wood has gone quite a ways away from us. So let's do that. We did get a little bit back from the butcher table. So let's reinstall him here. Right there. With the idea eventually of popping another one in right there. And... I really don't want to... I'm thinking about a floor in here and kind of beautify this a little bit. But we've got 365 sandstone block. And I checked the value of these guys as far as... I can't do that from here. Can I do it from... Any blocks in here? Well, that is an impressive noise that makes. Sounds like a metal lathe firing up. I can. So granite blocks, all of them were coming in at the same... what do I want to say? Hit max points, 100. So I checked them. I would think that sandstone would be the weakest of them. Sandstone comes in at 100 as well. And flammability is 0 on all of them. Market value was the same on all of them. I don't know if there's a difference in beauty. 110 for sandstone, and you were granite beauty 120. Oh, okay. Interesting. What was our third choice? This guy right here, marble. I would think that'd be the greatest beauty. 135. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind if we need to beautify a place. But I would like to do the floor in here. but I don't want to use wood like we usually do because we have so little of it. But I'm hesitant to use the stone right now because I want to get these walls going. So let's get the walls going first and see what we have left, what's left over. Now, we're building a steel military helmet and 37 work left. Brand is consuming simple meal, and he's not eating it again because we don't have chairs in place. All right, let's continue this. You are a normal chair. Let's put you there, here. Let's reinstall right there. You are a shoddy chair. I'm willing to put the less desirable chairs over at the table because they don't spend much time doing or sitting at the table. So we'll turn that one there, and you are normal. Okay, reinstall. E right there. You poor. We'll do that. And one more went this direction, right? Right there. That was a shoddy one. That came from... don't know where that came from. Nettie or there? And I think it was the one that was there. And let's move that one over to here. Install. Like that. Okay. It was also brought up that the traps, thinking about it, there were other options as far as building them. I did notice that, so I want to see that. Security, traps. Yep, I never even noticed this group right here. So we could build the traps out of other things. That is interesting. Let's do that. What does it take? It takes 70 sandstone. Wow. That's a lot. We definitely have more steel than we have any of the stones. Can't do that. Okay. But let's do something here just in case this is where the enemy wants to invade us next time. At least we'll be ready for it. So let's go ahead and get that going. So back to steel. Boy, I would think wood wouldn't last long, or would break sooner. I don't know, but it wouldn't do as much damage. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a trap is a trap is a trap, but yeah, we'll go steel. Alright, you go there. There is something that I'm missing here, though. Something I kind of forgot about. And this actually would be the best place to do it. The last one, when we did this, we had 3 or 4 paths in here in the Alpha 12 playthrough. And the idea was that we could have a gunner, or someone with a good rifle, step in, aim down, and shoot them while they're walking up. And as they get close, we can bring them back. They'll make their turn, come back around, send them back in, and shoot them in the back as they're going through. When they come up, move them over, and shoot them in the face as they're coming up. We only have the one run this time. Now, sometimes I've seen people put in a turret right here. Of course, in this case, that turret's just going to get blown up every single time. But what we could do is fill this with dumping zones and put the slag in it. These guys. I wouldn't want to put stone in there. Stone will slow them down, but it'll give them cover. And I have a feeling that shooting them while they're behind the stones as they move through means we'll never hit them. So I don't think it's best to use stone to slow them down. Slag will slow them down too, but I don't think... Let's see here. Does it... I don't think it does tell you anything about cover here. No. It only works if you actually have one of your guys there and an enemy there, and then you can right-click on the situation and see how his cover is affecting him. And then we could measure how the stone cover works versus the slag cover. But to my impression, the slag cover will not cover them as much. Kind of a awkward way to say that, but so I'm going to do this. Dumping stockpile. Not much room here to do it though, but I'm going to just give us that little bit. And right there. Now let's grab this one, copy, pop it into here, paste, and then look at it. It's a preferred, and it is stone. We'll just choose slag. Okay, that's going to work. I'm going to copy that guy and paste him in each one of these. I would like to do it here too, but I've already set the traps. And knowing our little dudes who build themselves into walls, they're going to trip off every trap on their way, and everybody will be living in this room for the rest of the episode. So we'll just do that. We'll get these filled. So let's queue up some of that to be moved. So orders, haul, and these are already essentially here, so they're not needed to be hauled. Slag. What slag's nearby? Okay, we have slag out there. Everywhere we've blown up a turret, we'll have slag sitting around. Any cargo pods that have come down will be slag sitting around. Any landing areas where we landed. Boy, it's been so long, I don't even recall where that was. It's like here, right? I don't remember now. But there will be more slag in that area. Any cargo pods, or anywhere that a siege comes in and lands. Here. I don't really want to send them out to get this stuff right now. Well, we'll queue it up. And we'll grab those couple of stones. That's fine. We'll turn them into chunks, into whatchamacallits, bricks or whatever, blocks. Let's stop at the helmets here. So we haven't started a project, so it'd be a good time to call this one done. Let's get Brand reassigned to crafting. Get more stones going. You know, I didn't turn on my my timer. Darn. I have no idea where I'm at right now. I'm guessing we're in the 30-some minute range. I was just looking over to verify that, and I see 6 zeros over there. That's going to make for an interesting episode. Some of you are right now saying, yeah, I'm going to get a 3-hour episode out of this one. But back to where we were. We're out of room. Okay, mining. Let's turn it on. Let's mine out that, and that. And that. Okay, we'll take this in chunks. We'll get the pathway going. So that eventually all the meals will be here. All of the bodies. The next butcher is going to go like right over here, right outside this door. So I guess the bodies right here, as far as the animals, the meals right there, and then all of the meats and vegetables over here. They'll come over, grab it, cook it, drop it off, hopefully walk right through, grab more, and just make this loop all day long. I think that will be fairly efficient. This is basically done, and this is going to rot. So it's probably time to go ahead and call this one done. This one we can uninstall, and this is no longer the kitchen. So Rokes is playing horseshoes. Good. I never did get a chance to. Let's do it right now. Pause so I can find it. Shooting. 427. Let's see if the horseshoes in fact do skill up shooting. Breakdown. Steel improvised turret. Okay. 428. There you go. It's not very quickly. It's not as fast as actually doing the shooting. I wish we could set up targets. I'm sure there's mods that let you, but I don't want to deal with mods. But, whoa. Visitors. Okay. So we have a turret that just went down. Jump 2. Even though it wasn't running. That's interesting. You are running. Reconnect you. And you. Reconnect you. Alright, let's just do that to all of them. Nope. Reconnect. There we are. And this guy. Alright. So that turns them all off. This guy's got a problem. He needs... Does it say? It doesn't say. Klaus, you are hauling. Good. Filling these in. So with that, we could already be setting up some traps. Let's go ahead and get that going. Security. Steel trap. There. There. And now that the walls are all built, I don't think... Well, I don't know either. Let's do this in increments. Like that. That they will bring enough to to finish this one and walk over and finish this one and then go back and build this one like we were doing over here. Gotta kind of babysit that. I've lost colonists to traps before, but that was in a different alpha, a different build of the game. So I don't know if they have like turned off friendly fire or not. It'd be nice if they did. If all of our people were capable of stepping through a trap that we know about, that would make a lot of sense. Kibble, 50. Okay. Kibble. Is that a separate thing? Well, first of all, let's orders, haul these out, and zone and turn this on. Okay. Do that. And let's go ahead and do it for right there as well. Okay, temperature in here, 55 degrees. Heaters are set to 60 degrees. Temperature in here is 59. We are venting through. We're not maintaining. It is listed as indoors, so there's no mistake here as far as being exposed to the outside. Maybe we're leaking cold from the refrigeration here, and that's influencing this room. That could very well be. So it's probably time to go ahead and turn this off. No, right there. And reconnect you back to the house in case we change our minds there. But turn you off, which should diminish load going into here. And we turned this stove off over here. Although that was wood. That was wood, so that's not going to affect power. Okay. So, visitors. No question marks? Yes, there is a question mark. Bad luck. Carrying a knife wants to trade with us. What could possibly go wrong with that one? Brand, I know you're doing a great job of chopping up those stones into blocks, but let's go see what they have to trade with us. And let's remember cleaning next, and let's remember that production table that gives us something to build that we could actually trade with them. Anyway, components is always going to be a yes. We have kibble to sell, which we're not making anymore. That's made from the butcher's table. Though I don't know that we're actually using it. I've never seen less than 50. I don't know if we're that efficient or not. Meals? How are we doing on meals? Yeah, we won't know. Our meals are not really listed. If they are, then we're in trouble. Okay. We have a pistol to sell. I would say yes on that. For 31. Yep. Have a survival rifle in stock. Oh, I never got Nettie to pick that up. Okay. Medicine, they do have some. And it's not a bad price. Yes, we will do that. So these guys, not going to do the bow, and nothing else to sell them. Alright. 171 going their way. Except, I need to get that hauled. But what else do we need to do to kind of finish this episode out? Let's take a real quick look through the area. I'm going to stay zoomed out, but go slower. Do we have any more predators? And what hey, we've got a bear. We've got a grizzly, female, age 7, no injuries, and very hungry. Near a boom rat, a rabbit, a boom rat. Odds aren't in her favor. And a squirrel. And a squirrel. Okay. And another rabbit. So, fairly good chance of surviving this meal. And over here, what have we got? We've never had more than one predator at a time. We have new boomalopes here. I'm really hesitant about training boomalopes for release. It's a fun idea. But what happens when raiders drop in? Your pet boomalope is sitting right over here and takes a shot from a raider, and boom, this whole part of the encampment's on fire, and walls are blown open, and I've always kept boomalopes as far away from me as I could. I think I'm going to maintain that practice. Looking for more predators. I don't see any. If you guys do, leave a note in the comments. But as far as I can tell, we are still only down to one bear, one grizzly. And I would like to see that, if we stalled here for just a little bit. It seems like the cougar one time triggered before she got to that line. How close are we? Don't want to speed it up because there are a lot of things I want to be doing simultaneously. Let's come back to here real quick. Let's see how the traps are going. Traps are in. Okay, let's catch the last of these traps. Security trap. We're going to go there. Not going to do up there. And we are going to go here and here. Traps will all be in. One of our shootists will stand here and shoot people as they walk through the traps when that happens. So I need to keep this clear and then can run back for cover. Run out of range of these two turrets shooting in. So that's the plan there. So get those buildings going. Bear is still here. Okay. What else can we do? Let's sit right here while we are telling somebody to go and clean. So, who? That's what I wanted to see. Do we truly have one meal? And we truly do have one meal. I gotta know why. At this moment, Rabbit is... work. Rabbit is on cleaning mode. Is on planting mode. Okay. Alright, then let's do this. You are going to go back to cooking, because we just don't have any cushion right now in meals. Nettie is also a good planter. So let's give her that command. When there's no planting to do, then she can go back to tailoring. She was set on tailoring mostly because we were desperate for parkas. And I believe we are there now. I'm looking for one extra parka not being used. Is there one? There is not. So we're real close to being done with parkas. Okay. So that takes care of that. So now we go back to Mrs. Bear. Okay. Who is wandering still. And figure out who we want to do some cleaning. So Nettie is going to be busy. Rabbit is busy. Michael is always the one that gets stuck with it. Unfortunately. He did a great job hauling out the freezer, but he does such a good job at the cleaning. He's our fallback, but let's think about this. Brand is the best one for taking out those blocks, and we need them for the wall that we'll probably build next episode. Rokes is building our traps right now. We need that going. Klaus has been doing a great job of hauling, as has Michael, and he has been doing the plant cutting, as Michael. I would say, I think we're doing something. We're going after a rabbit. Nom 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 nom. That's interesting. Zoom in. Not to see the gore, but I'm looking for green bars that are going by. This rabbit went away really quick. I was going to see if it was taken on part by part. So you, still no injuries, didn't get a rabbit bite, and your food is decent. Not great, not a fulfilling meal, but full enough to get by for a while. Okay. We are mining. We are mining. Okay. If we were to do that, we'll probably never, though, get to the end of hauling. That just doesn't work. There will always be something to haul. We'll never see any cleaning done. Ronnie, what are you up to? You're hunting and there's no hunting queued up. You can be a dedicated cleaner then for a while. We'll go that route for the moment. Though let's spend a moment just glancing around the map. Not for predators, though I will be looking for that too. But for animals bigger than... there they are. Our first herd is returned. Okay. That is who now? Think this one through. That is Eric and Ronnie. And Eric is equipped with a normal rifle. He's got good skill. Ronnie Now, Rokes. See if I go this way. Brand. There's Ronnie. She's already at it. It's got a good rifle. I'm thinking good is slightly better than normal. Not sure. We do need to be aware of buck or doe revenge and have them suddenly come at us, in which case we just haul everybody in and get these turrets turned on. That would work. And we need to be aware that Eric is going to be shooting over Ronnie's shoulder when she goes out to pick up her deer. But we're going to get these guys brought in really quick. So let's pause a second here and let's rearrange things. So we're going to be doing... Well, we're not going to be butchering yet because we haven't built it. But we are needing to move this zone in. Stockpile zone. Let's do something like that. Extend it that way. Extend it that way. I'll show you why in a moment. Let's delete. I don't want to touch that one. So let's delete there. Okay. And let's see. Stockpile. Let's click on that. There we go. Let's take that to there. Stockpile here and take that to there. Okay. So this area, let's even divide this up further. Let's delete, from here down. Okay. Let's build a new stockpile here and extend it to there. Okay. This stockpile, let's concentrate on food storage. So allow, well, I'll tell you what, I have a feeling this episode's gone way beyond, but I'll just talk you through it, then I'll do it off scene, off camera. But this I want food, this I want hunted animals, and this rest will be all of this stuff, the vegetables and the meats. They'll eventually sort all this out so that the meals are the easiest to grab to going to the table. The animals be easiest to walk through the doors and go to the butcher table, which we will pop in right now. Production, butcher, wood. I always build wood and it always starts as steel, so I never see it. Turn you around. One side or the other make a difference? We'll go there in case I want to put another block in here and get myself a double thick wall just to help with the insulation. That sounds good. Decent chair. Probably don't have one. Well, there's a normal chair right there. Okay. Install you. Though I hate to block my pathway. But these aren't necessarily always going to stay. Just got to thinking, let's quickly turn off slag here. So that is only stone. And yeah, okay. So we're going to rearrange these guys. Make this more efficient, hopefully get more meals coming in. And is that it for now? There's probably 10 things I forgot to do or talked about and didn't complete, like our alpaca. But that's just something for next time. So, call this episode done. Hit the like and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it. And in case I forget to mention it any other way, do have, have as a heads up that if episodes start to get real sparse here, in the next couple of weeks, it's probably because of temperatures. It's going to get hot where I live. It'll probably come and go until July, and then it's really going to get hot. I didn't run this channel until September last year because it wasn't until September that I finally cooled down enough in this studio to be able to use it. So I'll have to come up with some kind of a temporary studio, or I don't know, knock a big hole in the wall, stick an air conditioner in just to run a couple hours a day just to top it off right before I record or something. I've got to come up with some solution. So, catch you next time, folks. Bye-bye.